Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to apply your permanent residence to Canada under PNP Provincial Nominee Program non-express entry. Before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go subscribe right now. And also I would like to clarify, neither I'm an immigration consultant nor I'm a government body. So if you take anything out of this video, do it at your own risk. So guys, like provinces, including Quebec in Canada, they have some control on selecting, or I should use the word right, to select their own immigrants. And especially for there are some programs which are not through express entry. So that is what you can do it over here. But of course, you need to get the nomination from them first. So let's assume you have got the nomination and you come here to fill the application. So the very first thing, log in into PR portal. So you need to create an account for it. And once you come here, click on create new application. The program under which you are applying, I select this. Select the program which you're applying. So this comes under economic. So now I'll go for PNP. You can put a name. It's not mandatory, but now you need to create a language for the profile. I put English, family let's and family name. So let's say there's an applicant from India who has been accepted by a province and is filling the form. So I'm putting all sample information, but you do as per your case. Just sample, guys. You do perfectly. This is about address. You know your address better than me, so there's nothing to explain. Residential address same as mailing address. I select yes. Spouse, partner, dependent profile. Like if you have spouse, children, those who are coming along with you, you can put their information. But for the purpose of this video, I assume that he is single, not married, so he doesn't have to do that. Click on save and continue. Now it is created. You can definitely go through. I suggest you go through eligibility criteria, application guide, document checklist to see like what are the things required. So these are the digital forms. These are the PDF forms and additional application form or these are the supporting documents and any additional supporting documents. So this will come to know, and then proof of payment. Once you have proof of payment declaration all done, then this link will be enabled. Of course, I will not be submitting it. So what I would suggest is like there are two things you can do. First, fill all the digital forms, and then when you go for other forms, first take a look at checklist. Let's take a let's take a look at the checklist first, so that we know what we are doing and what are the things we are supposed to do. So checklist, I'm gonna open. Okay, this is the checklist. This is the checklist. Permanent residence, PNP, provincial nominee class, and Quebec skilled workers. You must apply under the non-express entry workers online. Okay. All right. So you can read this. So generic application, definitely this we are gonna do. Schedule a background 5669. Additional dependent if applicable. Let's say he doesn't have to. Supplementary principal appearance part of the application. The PDF form is so will definitely do. Schedule for economic class, complete principal and if schedule a for economic class, complete person if you have been nominated under a business stream. So schedule for economic class. So this was there in the checklist. I mean, in that online account that we just see. Let's say not under like let's say you have not accepted under business class, but if you have accepted, you're gonna uh, upload this form also. I'll show you how. Declaration to reside in Quebec. So this is if you are applying under Quebec, forget it. Additional family information. Okay. Use of a representative. Let's say he is not appointing any representative, so this is not applicable. Travel document passport. Yes, why not? Document checklist. Now certificate of selection of Quebec, let's say not applicable here. Nomination from one of the provinces that has nominated you. Proof of language proficiency. Identity a civil document. They have given what are the documents you got to do. Birth certificate, legal documents showing marriage certificate, if applicable, of course. National IDs, these things you need to do. So I select yes. Children, if applicable. Police certificate and clearance certificate, yes, why not? Photo requirements, fee payment, yes. Okay, now I'm going back to the digital login area. Okay, so this schedule 4 is here. Now, let's say if you want to have go for schedule 4A, so see, this is here already. This you can add based on your situation. Document checklist also we had seen. Anything you want to do that is not available here, you can always go here and search. Like, let me, for example, language, yeah. Proof of funds, for example, you want to do. Then see, as per your case, as per the checklist, anything you need, so that you can upload. The checklist we had gone through, so you need to save the checklist, upload here. Now this form, schedule 4. Let's see this. Again, I'm going to open it in PD Adobe. So I'm just going to go do the sample, and if you take anything out of this, you do it at your own risk. I'm not an immigration consultant or government body. So your full name. So I'm just putting sample. Smith. John, I don't know why given name has been asked twice. Date of birth, as per your case, I'm just putting sample. Which provincial government? So I'm just putting Ontario. Stream category. This is just a sample name. This is not a real name. Ontario stream I'm just doing because this is a sample video. In your case, do the actual one. Funds. I'm just gonna do declaration. Date you can pick up and then sign. And that this needs to go to your checklist. Okay. For and if you have been nominated under business, entrepreneur, or self-employed, you must complete 4A also. Okay. Now I'm going back to the application. Okay. So by now you have completed this. These documents you will do. Fee payment, like you can pay the fee by going through this link. And you can select the fee, and then from there you can go. For example, you are applying under PNP. So what you are applying, first select that. Permanent to start, best describe what you want to permanently live in Canada or get Canada resident document. Yeah. Continue. What are you applying? Atlantic caregiver, healthcare worker, human family, Quebec, business skilled worker, now GTA, okay, temporary permanent presently, okay, temporary resident permit holder. Question only on paper instead. Yes. See, you need to read and understand carefully. Who is, if you're coming alone, then just one. Right to permanent certificate, strongly recommend you apply. You pay. Do you need to pay? Let's say if you have not, if your biometric is not valid, like you have, let's say you have biometric not given up before. So definitely, if you have given, then you can check the eligibility. The fee they have given, log in and pay, and a receipt will be generated that you need to upload here. Declaration, like you're gonna go come here, select as per your case, read, understand. They have also given, put your full name, that's gonna be the electronic signature. I'm just coming back here. So not signed there as well. So now we have completed all the sections. And when you upload documents, you need to do as per the naming convention they have given you. Okay. Size is also limited, so make sure you do that. Now let's go through digital form. Generic applicant form for Canada. Click on edit. Continue. Language preference. Interview doesn't mean they will invite call you for interview. They may or may not. Okay, but what language you want? Interpreter. I select no. So let's say you have been nominated through Ontario, so definitely you will do Ontario, right? Which city? Again, that depends on your case. I'm just putting a sample. So many cities. To be honest, most of the cities I have not even heard names of. Personal details. These details have been picked up from your profile. UCI. Okay. Have you ever used a name before? I select name. UCI, unique client identifier. If you have ever applied to IRCC before, any kind of application, you'll have UCI. It's gonna be available in all the communication you have received from IRCC. But if this is your first application, they are gonna create one for you. And it's not mandatory, but if you have ever applied before and you don't remember or if you have not found, they will find it out for you. Gender is just sample, guys. Height, I'm putting once. Do it as per your date of birth picked up. Place of birth, I would strongly recommend check your passport for this and make sure it matches. Citizenship country, I select India. So when it comes to India, India does not allow dual citizenship, so nothing is here. Current country, let's say this guy is living in India. Status, let's say is a citizen. Previous countries of residence during past 5 years, have you lived in any country other than your country of citizenship or your current country of residence? So in this case, for John, both point to India, and let's say he hasn't gone out of India in last 5 years. So he select no. Marital status, he's single, but if you're married, definitely provide information. Have you previously been married or in a common relationship? I select no, but if you have, provide information. Contact information, some information is already picked up. Phone number. So I select other because he is not from US, Canada. So India dial code is 91. Put the number. Sample. Do you want us to contact you using the email address used for this account? I select yes. If you do no, they will ask you to put the information. Do you have valid passport travel document? Why not? Now, when you enter these information, be very careful. Do 2 times verification. Don't just do once. Issue date. Check everything very clearly. Check the format like first month, then date. Don't just go for date and month, then you will struggle later on. Don't do that. Be careful, be clear, then only you do. And continue. National ID document. I'm doing it no, but if you have definitely like in India nowadays, you have Aadhaar card and other things. And this, if you select here in that online login area, you remember like in additional documents, you saw national ID document too, and that was part of checklist too. So provide that. In my case, like years ago when I had applied on paper, I had provided my, and yes, in optional documents, definitely go for explanation later explanation, because that's an excellent opportunity for you to explain your case to the officer, because the assigned case officer doesn't know you personally, right? So he's going to depend on the information that you make available to him and anything else that he finds out. So you have an excellent opportunity to write a letter to describe if there's something that you want to clarify on. So in my case, I had shared my PAN card details. It was accepted and I had explained that in my letter. Education details. Let's say he has studied bachelor's degree, number of years. So let's say he has studied typical pattern of 10 plus 2 plus 4, like engineering, for example. So 10, 12, 16 years. Occupation. Let's say he is just writing, okay, IT specialist. Just I will say okay, database. This is not I work upon. Uh, administrator, and he's again gonna work as save and continue. Language details, native language. Let's say because he's from India, just for example, I select Hindi. Oh, be very careful. Are able to communicate in English or French? I select English. Have you taken a test from a designated study agency? I select yes because it's going to go under PNP. Dependent. So this form is done. Now we have to do these three additional information form. Edit yourself. Now one thing I think I should show you. This needs to be written in English and in your native language. So I'll show you how you can do that. Simple thing is English to them, but anyway, let's see. So now John's name, I cannot put anything in because fields are disabled. Country or territory of birth, India. Marital status, let's say single. Email. Do proper email. This is sample video. Address, provide proper address. Okay, I'm just doing this. Relationship, spouse, common law partner. Okay, so here I'll write not applicable. Relationship mother, let's say it has a mother whose name is Nancy Smith. Okay, and she was born in 1975. Written. India. Marital status, let's say she's married. Email, provide proper email for her. Provide address. And now what we can do is like Nancy Smith. Let me copy. Go here, put. You got, so in this way you can take the name in your native language. Follow the instructions, why not? Similarly for his father, let's say his father name is Peter Smith. And he was born in 1972. 10. Oh, that's why be careful. Oh, month first, sorry. That's why date, month, you have to be very careful. Address, provide full address. Okay, 80 characters. Save and continue. This section is not applicable to John, so I'll put not applicable. But if you have children, definitely provide that information. And if the space is not enough, click on add another. Okay. Siblings. Let's say he doesn't have a sibling, so I'll just put not applicable. But if you have sibling, including half and step siblings, you can do it like that. Applicable, save and continue. This we are done. Now we'll go back. And before submitting, check everything at least 2 times, at least. IMM 5669, schedule background declaration. Principal applicant, now it's gonna ask in your language. Yes. So again, Google to rescue, because we have assumed his native language is Hindi, but even if your native language is something else like Chinese or Spanish, you can use this. John Smith. Father detail, Albert Smith. Peter. Now in this also, they have said this, that English and in your native language or script. So again, I can do this. Smith, copy. And then Peter. Town, city of birth, Delhi, country, India. Your mother, again Smith and Nancy. I'll make it look better. Yeah, Smith I can copy from here. Nancy I can get from here. If date of disease, you need to provide this. Town, city of birth. I'll just put country. Continue. Questionnaire. Have you been convicted of crime or offense in Canada or the other country? Did a currently charge on trial? So better you read it carefully, all the questions. I don't have to walk you through this. This also about refused admission and many other things. So you better go through all these questions and then you answer according to your case. And if you answer yes, you need to provide that information. Education. Give the number of your school. So elementary, primary. So he was in India, 5, 10 plus 2, university, 4. Oh, sorry. Give the details of secondary and post-secondary. Secondary and post, so a primary they have not asked, including university and college apprentice training you had. So let's say in India, typically 18 years people go. So let's say when he was 18, 1998, so 18 is gonna be 2016. So in 2016, he went to college. 2016, 07 till 2020, 07 is to be. He studied at New Delhi Engineering, uh, best college. No college exists like this name. City or 24. Okay, I'll do best college. Yeah. City or country. New Delhi. Type or certificate. BTech. Be careful, guys. Don't do typos. Fielders study IT. Okay, now you have to give for other education too. So you're gonna click add another, and then for secondary high school, you're gonna provide that information. I'm just leaving it because it's a sample, but you definitely do. And then click on save and continue. Personal history. Okay. So you need to provide details of past 10 years or since your 18th birthday if it was less than 10 years ago. Start with most recent under activity, write your occupation or job title if you're working. If you're not working, provide unemployed, studying, traveling, retired, or whatever. Okay. If you are out of country, then provide your status in the country, territory. Okay. And should not leave any gap. So it's year and month. So this guy, if he was born in 1998, 18 years he's going to complete in 2016. So because he was born in October, so from October 2016, they need the details. Okay. So we know that he was studying first. And after that, let's say he joined the job and is currently in the job. So let's say he was passed out in 2020 July. So we'll put August. Or now you're working, you need to put the job title. So I'll put city, town, and country. Status in country citizen, citizen. Name of employer, I'm just writing new Delhi IP. Add another because from 18 birthday. So like I can give 2016 0. We can give from July to 2020 0. Studying city and town. Delhi. And you can explain why you selected this state, or even if you go for 10, it will be okay. But yeah, it's always better to explain. Okay. Status in your country or territory. Citizen. Name of employer school. So best college. Wow. If you have more activities, click that. Membership. Have you part of a member of organization, including any political, youth, student, trade union, professional association? Do not hear. So let's say no. So I'll put none. They have written none. I cannot write none here because there's a date field. So I wrote it over there. Government position. They have asked like such as civil servant, judge, police officer, employee, security organization. So I'll put none. Military. So again I'll put none. But if you're done, definitely do. Address. Okay. Let's say for same thing like for 10 years or since your 18th birthday. So I'm just putting, let's say 2016, 10. Okay, fine. You have to do as per your case. More address, click on add another address. This is done, going back. This is also done. So 5562. Continue. Your full name. Now again, this is in like all name in English and your native language. So again, you need to do that. Smith John. I'll just put John Smith. John Smith. So what it says that list all the trips you have taken outside the country or country of origin residence in past last 10 years or 18th birthday if this was less than 10th. So let's say he hasn't taken any trip. So I'll just say did not travel. Okay. And if a section does not apply, route right not applicable. So I'll click a save and continue. Now spouse, common law partner, again not applicable, you can do. I know somebody who did this, did not travel and later explained the later why he had done. It was accepted too. Same thing for children. Action does not apply, just put not applicable. Okay. So now I have already explained the checklist form and any additional form how you can add. Okay. Based on your situation, there could be more. And then you can always search for. Yeah. So now how to use the naming convention, additional supporting document that you want to add based on the checklist. Fee payment I showed, declaration I showed. So when you have completed all the slots, submit your application link will come that you can click and submit, and from there it will go through. I mean, go through the process of processing. So that's what, guys. I hope you like this video. Make sure you give a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.